The government has banned ministers and civil servants from having the TikTok app downloaded on their phones and devices. It follows similar bans in countries including Belgium and Canada. All this follows allegations of data collection by TikTok's parent company. It is called ByteDance, and it has ties to the Chinese government. ByteDance has long denied these claims.
Yeah, we were expecting this announcement that had been hinted at by the Prime Minister earlier this week, but it was confirmed in the Commons today by the Cabinet Office Minister, Oliver Dowden.
It is clear that there could be a risk around how sensitive government data is accessed and used by certain platforms. As many colleagues will know, social media apps collect and store huge amounts of user data, including contacts, user content, and geolocation data. On government devices, that data can be sensitive.
Kevin Curran is a professor of cybersecurity at Ulster University, also specialises in the world of social media. Would you have TikTok on your phone, Kevin?
I do on one of my tablets. Yes, I do, and I use false information. So, again, of all my worries when I go to sleep at night, the content I've given TikTok is not one of the main concerns I have.
Okay, is it your belief that that false information that you have fed it is being harvested though by either authorities in China or other, nefarious forces?
There has never been a smoking gun. Now, there was 4 employees that were found, ByteDance, that were found to actually be investigating Western journalists at the time, but they were dismissed, of course. But again, the ban comes in the wider geopolitical sphere, again, where America are also banning chips from Chinese companies as well, because TikTok is owned by ByteDance again, 60% global investors again, 20% by the employees and 20% by the co-founders, but it is a Chinese company. And again, most of the apps on our phone are Western based, and the fears are, of course, going back to the 2017 Intelligence Act, where the Chinese government said that every organization in China has to support the state and be able to pass over information if requested.
Do we have evidence that the Chinese government has been requesting that information under the Intelligence Act?
We don't, and actually TikTok have spent about $1.5 billion trying to assuage the American authorities as such. So they've set up a Project Clover in Europe actually, where data is stored on Irish servers and overseen by an American team. And of course, they're able to see if any data has been exfiltrated to China. And they also want to replicate this in a Project Texas in America, where all the data is stored on American servers and overseen by an American firm called Oracle. But that seems not to have satisfied the US lawmakers. And of course, the US, Canada, and the European Commission have set blanket bans for federal employees, again, not allowing them to use TikTok on their devices again. So they're seeing this as the spy balloon in the pocket.
Kevin, I suppose on the social media side of things then, this app has 3.5 billion downloads worldwide. We have government bodies and departments being told you can't have it anymore. On the social media side then, does that make it just more difficult for governments to reach the public, to reach younger people, maybe those people they're wanting to get messages to but haven't been able to?
There are worries, yes, that the algorithm itself is widely popular again, 3.5 billion downloads, but the worry is that it could be repurposed for social disinformation. But of course, the information that TikTok collects ranges from email address, phone number, date of birth, profile information, geographical information, and also what could happen. Your code keystrokes within the in-app browser within TikTok could potentially be harvested, and even what's in your cut and paste on your clipboard as well. So again, that permissions now in apps are quite intrusive again, that they can personally identify information again. And this can be, again, if this is collected en masse, it can be very useful to national governments.
What does it matter if someone knows what I've copied and pasted? Just follow that thread through. So somebody in China knows that I copy and pasted something from, some website to something else. What's the danger?
It depends on the adversary, again, the target, again. So the average person, of course, they have so much information they can grab from other devices again. So again, within the computer security community, we just presume that Instagram and Facebook are spy tools for the American government, and then ByteDance, again, TikTok is seen as a tool for the Chinese government. But on an individual basis, it's hard to make a case. But when it comes to national security, of course, and you can target people again. So if you're targeting an individual and they do target people again. Most people in the computer security field actually have been targeted by dissidents like this, and Chinese as well. So again, it depends on the actual adversary.
Individual. Yeah. Kevin, thanks very much. Kevin Curran, Professor of Cybersecurity at Ulster University. Interesting.